Welcome one and all to the Unremarkables, our Mask the Next Generation game here at Roll for Chaos. I am Robbie Rolling. I will be the games master for this evening, but that doesn't matter because we've got our full cast, everyone here. This makes me so happy. Y'all are so wonderful. So, without further ado, let's learn a little bit more about these wonderful humans and the humans / not humans that they'll be playing today. So of course we got to roll randomly to see who we're going to start off on. So we are going to start off with the biggest bees. So go ahead, introduce yourself, introduce your character, and when this becomes adapted to a movie, right? Because I mean, honestly, I feel like we could pitch this to Netflix. Who's playing Ethan? And if you couldn't, right? Because obviously that'd be the dream. If you couldn't, who's playing Ethan?
What is up, everyone? Big B's here. I am playing Ethan Edwards, our Nova. And if I could get somebody to play him, damn.
I know.
Truthfully, like, does it have to be a living person, or are we talking about like animated movie?
Animated movie. Let's do it. Why not?
Well, then I would have the same artist that did the Miles Morales. I'll have him draw Ethan.
Ooh. Okay. Nice. I was thinking more the voice /
Oh,
actor.
the voice.
That's also
man.
really yes, correct. Best superhero
Damn.
movie ever made. Yes.
I can't even. No clue.
We'll come back.
Yep.
Moving on swiftly onward to PBTA.
Hello, Internet. I am the Internet's NB Pronouns she, they, and neo ones are all fine by me. I am playing our lovely girl, Leah. She, her pronouns for her. And if I had to think of an actress, this is hard because there's not many black trans femme actresses out there. So I'm going to say me.
Hell
Why not?
Hell yeah.
I would gladly voice Leah. It'd be an honor. I'm stunt casting by having mom problems. Anyway.
Moving on. Next up, as has been noted in the chat, the fastest femme in the world. Please tell us about.
Hey, hi everyone. How's it going? For those of you who may not know me, my name's Ruby Hart. I am a they, she, occasionally he as a treat speedrunner, as well as an actor. And in this game, I am playing Jamie, or Umbra, the gender constantly switching like a light switch shadow teleporter. Best way I can put it, Harbinger playbook. As far as voice actors, you would probably want 2 different voice actors for Jamie, just based on like the biological changes. And I would say for the femme voice, Ruby Rose, and for the mask voice, like I'm not 100% sure. Maybe Justin McElroy?
My God. Okay.
I don't know. Probably not. Let's be real. But I can't think of anyone else right now.
A little bit there. Okay, just real quick. I really appreciate you, Ruby, because the one masculine voice that you could think of in this moment was Justin McElroy, and that just like my head empty, and that I can relate.
Yeah, it was a head empty, no thoughts, but I'm gonna stick with it. I'll stick to my guns. He's pretty good with character acting.
That's good. The pinnacle. Moving swiftly forward, the wonderful Adelaide, our non-human.
Yeah, I'm Adelaide. I play Fantasia, our outsider, and I really, when I was thinking about it, nothing comes to mind but Betty White. It's a similar, just like no thoughts, head empty kind of character. I watched a lot of Golden Girls. I've seen the entire Golden Girls probably about 6 times through. So
would slay so hard.
Yep.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
And last but certainly not least, our former human, the wonderful JB.
Hello everybody. I had to find the button. Hi, I'm JB, better known as Drop the Die. Today I'll be playing your transformed armored nuclear gigaflop. And in the live action film adaptation, I would have to have actors double as voice actors. So I'm going to go with a two-person split, voice over voice, Kiernan Shipka and Javier Bardem. And the two of them just kind of overlapped in that creepy, warbly effect for Gigaflop's voice. Whenever he's not mimicking someone else and stealing their voices, that would be the two extremes he swings to.
Incredible. What a cast.
I have my answers now.
Okay, good. Hit me.
So, if it's an animated show, the voice actor will be Phil Lamar.
Okay.
So, only because I really love his work on, he did Static Shock's voice. And I just love Phil Lamar. He's amazing. Now, if it was a actual like live action movie, then for young Ethan, it would have to be, oh my God, where's this kid? Camille McFadden. He's been in like some Disney stuff, but he looks the best for the part. And then adult Ethan would be Michael Jai White. And that'd be it. That's my cast right there.
Do you have feelings about that? Do you
I don't know how to feel. Yeah, by Darren's expression, I don't know if I should.
My
be
brain was ready to quote Black Dynamite, and I stopped myself.
Dynamite.
But Black Dynamite, I sell drugs in the community. It's just all I was ready to say.
Incredible. Well, I'm so glad I asked. If you all want to get involved in this wildness, you can. Of course, if you have the channel points, which you get just for hanging out here, you can influence the game, help or hinder our lovely players here today. And of course, feel free. There are plenty of things of adding in people or small elements into the game, and I will have to run with them as best I can. But before we get too far into that, let's recap where we've been. So, just the previous evening, Leah Lilac, your home, the head of basically the most powerful legacy of superheroes in the entire city and thus entire world, presumably, was attacked. Your mother was separated from the rest of the home through some kind of advanced tech and swarmed by a couple dozen agents from what you all assume to be the now very much not mythical group named Echo, the kind of rest of the world's answer to what they see as super empowered threats. Luckily, Leah was able to fend off all of these attackers with their moment of truth. Their armor finally coming through and their weapon changing shape in this beautiful show of strength, managed to fend off everyone who was trying to take down her mother. Afterwards, when an agent from the founders and some other supers who, of course, love the Lilac family came to help clean up, there was a brief conversation with who appeared to maybe be the leader / just a super on the team of these enemies, a individual just like, imagine like Silver Surfer, just complete chrome metallic full body, who seemed extremely nonplussed and unconcerned, and did eventually leave with like a little sticky note left behind. The party then took the, while alive and breathing, heavily injured Mrs. Lilac to the sanctuary, where they discovered all of these darts and strange devices that these agents have been using have managed to inject this strange blue substance that has been popping up this whole time, and it appears that in this instance has taken away her powers. After an extremely risky procedure, they managed to eject a good amount of that fluid from the matriarch of the Lilac family and return some of the powers in one arm. But doing so came at a cost, as Gigaflop had so much energy that they became one with the power grid for just a bit, and knocked Ethan unconscious as he left, as a lot of energy.
Unintentionally.
Unintentionally, of course, but just so much. So there's just a lot of energy. There was a lot of collateral. And we ended on a thing we don't need to worry about because it happened off camera to the rest of the group. So we come in to, if I remember correctly, we have a shopping trip that we need to take care of.
I don't even remember how this idea got formed. Who
Pretty sure,
suggested this?
pretty sure it was, we're really stressed and have dealt with a lot. Let's go shopping instead of thinking about that.
That's true. It's true.
I'd call that relatable.
So, as far as options, there is basically large strip of individual shops kind of in the middle of downtown. There is also a large mall that is. You were muted, but that seemed like a hell yes to the mall.
I got excited about the mall. I just said that out loud to myself.
Yeah, incredible. So yeah, the Lotus Glen Mall. It's this beautiful building, and it's called that because it is made out of 5 petal-like individual buildings that all come to a central hub, and so it's just kind of this very beautiful. It's just the building itself is beautiful, and so yeah, y'all can go to that mall. I would love if you both could roll plus mundane. You two are 2 shoppers.
Wait, who's rolling, did you say?
You two. You and Dare.
Oh, me and Dare, okay.
Yep.
Mundane. Oh my goodness, what's my
Mhm.
mundane score?
I'm sure it's great.
Just
9.
one. A 12.
Okay. Incredible.
Fantasia.
Just strolling through there with my Juicy Couture sweat set. Yeah.
Do you look
So-
like John Cleese?
I do not look like John Cleese. She looks like herself right now.
So this is a very interesting. So, Lee, you are walking with an extraterrestrial being. Now, people don't assume that because there's no known alien races out there. People just assume some kind of strange power that turned person's skin blue. But even so, you are walking around with Fantasia, who is just being themselves. I mean, let's be honest. The amount of chaos and ping-ponging of attention, we know, we love, we adore.
Playing
And
in
even
the fish
still-
pond, stealing all the quarters.
I think as part of Leah overcompensating, part of the reason why it's not a perfect mundane, is I think she's unnecessarily saying out loud just so people walk around oh, so when is that convention we have to go to?
Why would people have so much money here?
Um,
There's so much money.
I
Yeah, you see a little kid holding a quarter near the fountain, but seeing you like picking them up, like looking like concerned.
You let's leave the fountain alone. It's for people's wishes. That might be light stealing, like
Why
the
would
little
you wish
theft.
on money?
You see, they look at the quarter like confused, like, yeah, why? Wait.
Because it's a thing of value that they're losing for that wish to come true. So like it's almost like a trade of money for the hope that something will happen, I guess. Why do we do that?
A lot of sins, actually.
Mom, I need more money. As they run up to get more money to trade for the wish. And yeah, so even with all of these eccentricities, you are 100% getting more looks and like attention walking through this mall, right? You basically like it's noted. Basically, you can tell like people have kind of know who you are, and the fact that you are just kind of out shopping at this mall is noted as of right now.
Is there anything you want to like see at the mall, or have you been to a mall before? First off, let's start question one.
Definitely not. But I've seen them in movies and the television. So we should go to Hot Topic.
Leah like tries not to beam, but she's excited.
But this is still like 2006 Hot Topic. It's not like in a new world where
One of it's cool.
it's distorted.
Yeah,
This
this
is
good Hot Topic.
This is a universe where Hot Topic stayed in the
Correct.
mid 2000s.
Listen, this is an alternate history Earth. Yeah, Hot Topic just stayed good.
It stayed good.
Yeah, so you two roll up to Hot Topic and actually recognize the person on register. You recognize Virginia Vati, the more timid classmate who you have been invited to like do after school like art and stuff with a small group after school. Leah, as a reminder, like really like dyed hair and just a lot of just like so many of those like small buttons with like movie names and titles and little emblems all over, but is currently, despite there being a large number of people in the store, face down in one of the many different notebooks that she has on her at any one time.
Oh, hey.
Hi. Welcome. How's it going?
I'm doing good. Just had to get some new fashion stuff. I think I'm thinking about spikes more. Spikes feel good.
Oh, we have a lot of like spikes wear. We have a lot. If you're looking for more spikes.
Do you have like chokers for like? It's like my neck's a little bit thicker than the average person. Or like that. Okay.
Yeah. And just like closes the notebook and like places it very very gently. Right now they're wearing just like basically like an acid wash overalls basically, and just puts it very very gently into like the front pocket and runs back and then comes back with actually a couple different, so looks like a couple of different chokers, and then also has like a couple like bracelets and other like some spike accessories. I thought you might like some of these.
I mean, first off, I do appreciate it. Second, like I can go walk around. I know you have probably other things to do.
I mean, It's okay. I don't mind. I just the, people don't usually talk a lot to me. It's kind of they kind of know what they want, and then I'm a cashier, so it's not like big on asking for help or anything.
I mean, fair. Yeah, I'm not doing a lot. I'm hanging out with my friend Fantasia.
Hi, uh, Virginia.
Do you parachute from parachute pants? How does that work?
You can't, but you can look good in them.
Oh, okay. They should change the name though. That seems dangerous.
I guess you could parachute in them. You just couldn't parachute with them.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
That doesn't feel like the best thing to parachute. The wind resistance would. Anyway,
Wasn't that what you want though? When you're parachuting, you want like wind. I don't know. I've never, I could never.
I've done it like once. It's not a big deal.
Oh, okay. Um. Eh, So are you hanging around for a bit, or is it just kind of passing by?
I mean, I think we're just like doing a mall thing, but this is one of my favorite stores, so I'm
too.
trying to like not be a little obvious about that. I'm trying, but and like you do see her eyes like darting a little bit to like a couple of areas she does want to like check out.
We have her mom's credit card.
It's not my. It's like my mom gave me one as well. It's
Well, I actually get off kind of soon. If you are sticking around, we can go shop around if you. I guess if you wanted.
I think I think it's finally dawned on Leah what's happening because I don't think she was aware at all. She was just kind of talking. Uh, she's like, yeah, sure. She has not thought this through at all.
Cool. Yeah. Um. So I'll be done with my shift in 14 minutes. So just meet you outside the store, I guess.
Yeah.
New friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we'll hang out for a little bit. Hey, Fantasia, do you want to like look at some like cool posters or like stickers and stuff like on over there? She's not trying to gesture to the opposite end of the store. She just happened to.
I'm gonna lean in and just be like, "Are you flirting with her?"
To who? Wait, which way do we lean to? Are we leaning to
No,
Leah?
I'm leaning towards Leah, like
Okay, I just wanted to make
quietly
sure.
enough where homegirl won't hear. But just, are you flirting with her?
Fantasia, I think I did without realizing for a while, and now I'm in a little too deep. We'll figure it out later. But for now, best case scenario, get a friend. I mean, that's not a bad. Anyway, let's just look at stickers for a second.
Go look
I
at
need
some
to get
posters. They
yeah,
look
exactly.
very cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Still like it's just like a panel where like she's like peeking over like the clothes rail, just
Yeah.
silent.
You only see the fingers and the eyes. Like that's all you see.
Yeah, and we get the panel of that and seeing Virginia being like, oh my god, they're so cool. What am I doing? I totally blew that. And we're gonna cut away from the mall for a moment. To the whole city as Sam, Gigaflop. You are currently also the power grid. Your digital self is spanning the length of the city. So, it's time. You can't tell how long it's been necessarily, because that kind of it would take a different kind of consciousness than you're kind of working with at the moment. But you can start to feel that the initial like massive surge of energy that you were offloading by doing this is starting to wind down, and if you could try and keep this up, but it would be very difficult.
Nah. I'm imagining just like when Gigaflop wanders the internet, there's this pull, like the energy's finally dissipating, and the rubber band is stretched so far that he'll get pulled back to where he left and zip back toward the sanctuary.
Okay. I'm gonna need a assess the situation to see, and if you can spend one of your questions to get to the sanctuary if you get there.
It's superior. I'm not very superior. Right. Why would you roll? There we go. Hey, 10.
Hey, okay.
I did a good.
You definitely did. So you can ask me also one question, leaving the power grid here.
What here can I use to? Oh man, I'm like a little kid with object permanence problems. I kind of focus down one single objective until we finish it, and it haunts me week to week. It's been like 5 weeks. Where is Boomerang? What here can I use to find that old locked-in crystal punk? Where is he? Where are they?
So you saw basically almost everything going on, like anything connected to like the power grid of the city that isn't somebody trying to be super sneaky. You just kind of saw, but that's an insane amount of data even for you, and we didn't do great last time on the roll to analyze, but you remember seeing that. You remember seeing Bombering and a few other figures encased in this like yellow crystalline substance, and you try and sift through the just like millions of hours essentially of simultaneous data, and just barely managed to pull out, and you can see just it's again that kind of boardroom setting, and the curtains are drawn, but it looks like one of them it's one of those classic curtains that like doesn't quite pull down all the way, and so you can see just barely a bit of the skyline. And so with that, you can tell at the very least there's probably only about like maybe 3 buildings in the city that could be in because of the height that you're looking at. So you can tell that this is one of 3 of the like major business like massive skyscrapers in kind of the heart of the city. And so that's what
You're hiding right under our nose.
And poof, you appear inside the sanctuary. It is currently empty.
And I'm imagining dark, other than like the LEDs blinking in the background.
Yeah. Well, I would say that the front is basically just like one light on, but you can see the lights on in the medical bay in the back.
Hello? Hello? I was only gone for a second. Hello? I start walking around this empty sanctuary, and I head over toward the medical place, tapping my fingers.
You see Ethan unconscious on one of the tables with some like singe marks, some shock marks, looking fine. The all the devices and screens indicate a stable condition.
I'm already guilty. No, I'm not. I cleared that. Sorry. I'm going to mark that again. Guilty, looking down at Ethan. I go, oh, that was unexpected. And like, he's standing there just towering over the bed. He still looks nervous and weirded out by all of this. But he'll pulls over a chair and he sits down on it next to Ethan's bed. And he looks at Ethan, who's like constantly been going and moving ever since school started. He's felt like he's needed to catch up to some invisible goalpost that keeps moving. And there's this like quiet moment where he's sitting there, just the beep, beep, beep of the machine. And he'll be like, I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen, and you kept telling me that it wouldn't. I should have listened. I should have listened to Dr. Jelkin. I can't control this stuff. I don't even know what's happening to me. And he like moves the blanket or whatever so that it's up over the chest kind of thing. He's like, I'll be here when you wake up. And then I'll say I'm sorry. The LEDs move, and then I think I'll leave.
And we will cut backwards in time to when the aftermath of the fight was happening. We have the agent kind of really staring down and not being friends with Fantasia. We have Leah still dealing with the aftermath of their moment of truth, and you see Jamie, or I think you're currently Jameson, because you haven't changed yet. I don't believe. Since
I mean, during the fight, like they were doing a lot of switching back and forth, so I can't remember where we left off. We can say Jameson for now, yeah.
How about this? Jameson. I rolled a die. Hi, Luke. So we're standing there with Fantasia, and then you feel for the third time now that kind of like tugging sensation, and you feel yourself like fall through the air, which is it's really disorienting because you are used to becoming basically incorporeal, right? Like a shadow.
Yeah.
But it's like the opposite, where now you are being torn into incorporeality, and you are just kind of suspended. The sense of sight isn't as important as much as you can feel like possibility almost, right? You can like feel potential here. First of all, what I would like you to do is roll for your beginning of session, connecting the dots.
Yeah, absolutely.
Roll plus savior.
Okay, so that's 6 plus 3, so that's a 9.
Okay, great. So on a hit, choose one figure noted above or one aspect of the future world you can remember. You find a lead to follow to learn more about how the present version of that figure or aspect became the future version. So you can pick
the architect.
Great. Who you do know is connected in some way to the like UN equivalent.
So that's what we had as the leader.
That's the leader. there we
That's
go.
the leader.
Other way around.
Yeah. So
Okay.
architect and monster, I've never asked about.
That's right. Those are the two.
Yep.
Great. Architect. So you start to think about architect. Forward or backward?
I'm confused by the question. Forward.
You feel again that like massive tugging sensation, and you can see one of the many founder stations around the city. These it was just basically small facilities where people can come for aid, or like different supers meet up, or bring individuals who need to be brought into custody. You can see this small facility as it has this strange device kind of jutting out of it. It's this kind of like large, like rod of energy, this like power core with these like large, elegant metallic plates kind of surrounding it as it juts straight out of the building. And you can see a large number of civilians just like running, but you can see uh, a smaller number of people like on the ground, like in pain, almost like frozen on the ground, and like different like kneeling on the ground, or like curled up in like a fetal type position. And you can actually recognize one of them. You can see what looks to be a woman made entirely out of marble. You know, this is like a decently known super named Stone Lady, who you can see is not only like on the ground, but you can see they're on the like all the way up to their elbow is no longer stone. You can see like their dark skin tone appearing.
It's like their powers are being drained from them.
And you, the vision then disappears. And then
Did I get the name of the medical facility, or was there was no name, right?
so the founders have like these small little facilities all over the city, right? Think of them as like slight like emergency rooms / like detention centers / like shelters, right? Therefore, people who need help, or for the founders and supers that protect the city to use in times of need. And I will say that you have at least a good idea, like the general area that it is. Maybe not the exact one of these, because there's like dozens and dozens across the entire city. And then go ahead and pick one more, either one of your names or aspect. I would say actually you can name basically an NPC who we've met so far.
Just an NPC. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna ask about that first guy, the one who took Fantasia hostage.
Mhm.
Like we know a little bit about him, but I feel like there's so much more there. I need to know more.
Great. So again, you saw that first time this robot with a screen and this kind of silhouetted masked figure.
Mhm.
You plunge to this strange sensation, and you can see a small little warehouse by the docks. Seems like, one of the many places that commerce and business can be done, but looks like it's maybe either been abandoned or at least is not currently in use. and you can see just 3 of those same cobalt-colored robots, right? The same that were in that small facility they had, the same that was at the school that day, but just 3 of them. And you can see they are carrying what looks to be like a large metal crate. And they set it down, and kind of each of them puts one of their hands on the crate, and each corner of the crate disengages and hisses as some kind of like massive pressure is released, and uh, the panels of it open, and you can see inside there is what looks to be essentially like a small, like almost the same thing that Fantasia was kept in, a large tube with this kind of strange bluish liquid. But you can see this. It essentially, think of like a small kind of pupa-like creature, a just kind of maybe the size of a small dog, with no kind of face or limbs, just kind of this small like larva-like creature, but with this like large cybernetic like device on the top of it that connects to the top of the tube, and that voice, that kind of like robot like stilted voice kind of emanates from the tube. Not a perfect first contact, but it's a start. And now I would like you to roll take the powerful blow, as you are
Yeah.
in the middle of some stuff as that vision fades.
Okay, roll to take a powerful blow. Oh no. This is the one roll where I wanted something low, right?
Yep. Do you have any conditions right now?
I don't. So I got a 9. So on a 7 to 10, you lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain, march 2 conditions.
So the first one's not going to apply. So is opposition going to gain an opportunity, or do you want to mark 2 conditions as you are coming out of this phenomena?
Honestly, I feel like the last one would make sense if I understood the threat, but I don't think that makes sense right now. I'm gonna go narratively for you give your ground, the opposition gets an opportunity.
Yep, you got it. As you are being, as you are flying out of this, you clatter unceremoniously into a dark, like enclosed space, and you like like this closet is like full of stuff, and it's all like pretty large objects. Kind of hard to tell exactly what you just, but it sounded semi-expensive at the possibly as you like collapsed into some space.
Jimmy would probably like take a minute to struggle to like get up, and probably just turn the light on. Is it like a pole light, I assume, since it's a closet?
Yeah, and you can see you have knocked over a large, basically large setup of like those school percussion sets, that were very neatly set up. As you can recognize, you are in your high school's like orchestra room. Like this is one of the many storage closets here, and you can hear someone like, "Hello."
It's not a weekend, right? It's
Yeah.
not like a weird time of day.
Yeah, it's a Saturday. Yeah.
It's Jameson. I left my case. I just came back to get it. Sorry. Janitorial staff let me in. And then like there's a thought bubble that shows up saying, well, there are worse places to land.
And you see opening the door, you can see your fellow orchestra member Rachel Ellison looking very confused. You can see like their violin set up with like a lot of sheet music, and then a couple other people who you generally recognize from orchestra. Hey, how were? Hi.
Hi.
Is
Sorry.
that okay?
I just snuck in. I was trying not to disturb y'all. I just came to grab my case. Sorry about that. I can get right out of here.
Here, and like holds a hand out to like help you up.
Thanks. And then just does the like cupping of the hand to pull up. Yeah.
Yeah. Here, let me help you grab that. Uh, I didn't know you. I mean, most people just wait till Monday if they forget it over the weekend, but.
Well, I mean, I like to take care of it, and I want to save up to get my own someday, so I figured this is as good a time as any to learn to take care of one, right?
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
Well, if you're here, I don't know. Welcome. This is so we're here. So I don't know if we had a chance to talk about this yet, but me and some of the other first years and upperclassmen in the orchestra have been kind of talking about this like for a long time, and so we kind of like trying to maybe make our own little like more modern group here at the school, like trying to do something of our own. We wanted to we're kind of trying to practice so that we can come and try and apply for like a full on like club or
That's so cool. Well, I mean, I'm sure y'all will rock it. You just gotta give it a little more time, right?
welcome back to the Unremarkables. I hope you all had a great break. I know we did. And then you probably heard some amount of us just shooting the shit. So we're just gonna plunge right back in, I think, here. We just ended on that bombshell. Sam, what do you have to say in response there, please?
So, it has the like mid-comic advertisement break, and then the next page they have dominoes and they're sitting at the table, and Sam just says, technology that I could not interface with, future. He puts a check mark on the little yellow pad that he has. It says future at the top and past at the bottom. Lose you again. That's another future. There's like nothing but check marks in the future column. There's no past columns. I don't want you to die, obviously. Eat your pizza. Slide the pizza over. I obviously don't want you to die. I'll do everything I can to protect you. But it does make me feel a little like maybe it could have been my fault. All the interest that Umbra has put in me ever since we met seems oddly suspicious now. Perhaps I do inadvertently hurt you. Maybe that's why Umbra has kept up with me so closely.
I don't. He's gonna grab his phone and just text just Jamie and say, "Where are you?"
We'll flip over.
I think that we flipped over and we're all trying on different things. In here, Fantasia and Leah, which stores would you want to go to next as far as like finding clothes to shop with?
Oh God, Fantasia is like
Where is this like 90s mall makeover montage happening, y'all?
We would eventually end up at a limited 2 for Fantasia.
Amazing. So we're in the limited 2, and I think we're looking around, and at that moment, like, Jamie goes over and picks up a set of overalls from one of the racks, and it's just like, ooh. It, like, holding it up like, I feel like I could try this on, but then shakes her head, puts it back, and then feels the phone vibrate, and then at first sees that a new message has come through of where are you, and is like, okay, I'll respond to that after I catch up on messages, and goes through. And then just as everyone's trying on clothes and picking things, showing it to each other, it just zooms in on Jamie as the face becomes one more and more of dread and doom, seeing everything that happened. Because when Leah's dad said, oh yeah, she's inside resting, everything's fine. Oh, we're at the mall. Jamie was like, oh, everything's fine. Then sees Ethan is in the infirmary and sees the where are you. And rather than texting back, I just want to teleport to the infirmary of the sanctuary, and you all probably would hear like something clatter as Jamie like ungracefully almost falls to the ground because they're so panicked.
As like the couple outfits that were being looked at just clatter to the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll cut over to the sanctuary.
I'm here. Stands up and brushes off and comes into the room. I'm here. Are you okay?
Sam says, I will give you two a moment to talk. And then all the lights cut off.
Sam?
I'm sorry, all of his lights cut off.
Ah,
The
okay.
eyes, blick, 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 blick,
I
blick,
don't like
blick,
the words just.
No,
Okay.
and then he leans just a little forward. His hand's still on that notepad. He leans a little forward and goes dark.
What's going on?
Why did you lie to me?
I've never lied to you.
Do you have influence over Umbra, Seismic?
Let me see. Survey says I didn't write it here. I have a notepad. Survey says on the notepad, I do.
So, as a reminder for both of you, I don't want to interrupt much between this for the mechanics of it, but you may, at any time, if you have influence, you get +1 to any rolls against a person.
Okay.
Against targeting both ways. You also can spend it to give them a -2 on something they just did, to take an additional +1 on a move targeting them, or to inflict a condition on them, no roll required. And I believe, Umbra, you also have influence over.
Yes.
I do.
So, with that in mind,
Thank you.
go ahead.
I never lied to you. What are you talking about specifically? And are you
You don't want
okay?
to lose me again?
Yeah. I already told you.
How do I die?
Roll to provoke someone.
All right.
We get a +1 to this because of points.
Yo. All right. Here we go. All right. So that's a 7 so far, and roll to provoke is superior. That is a 7.
Okay. Choose one. If they do it, you add a team to the pool. If they don't do it, they mark a condition.
If they don't do it.
Yeah. So whatever. If you don't do what Sam just asked, you just mark a condition. Jamie.
I know that it's not the truth he wants to hear, but Jamie never lied and said that there was someone that she lost. I never lied to you. I lost my team, and you remind me a lot of them. That's the truth.
This whole time. All right. I'm done. And he gets up and he leaves.
Ethan, wait.
He stops at the door. You hear kind of a kind of a humming, because you see his hand on the doorknob, and you just hear a humming like a.
You die with a beam of a building hitting your chest and impaling you. and it's trying to protect the city that you care about. This one. Is that what you wanted to hear? Okay. So I didn't tell you every detail, but I never lied to you.
Who did it?
Where I'm from, there is an organization that is completely against supers and wanted to do what they could to rid them from the world. And Robbie, I would like to use my moment of truth.
Tell me what happened. Tell me about it.
So, Jamie's moment of truth is the following as a harbinger. Everything you do could affect the future. For all you know, saving that one guy means now that the future is full of pterodactyls. The ripples are always so hard to track, and you're not sure if you've helped or hurt, not really, until now. In this moment, it's all clear. You can see the course of events laid out before you like a river, and you know exactly what you have to do to ensure the future outcome you want. Of course, after this, you've changed enough of the timeline to invalidate your prior research, reset all the names, and you're connecting the dots section. I think this is the moment where Jamie has been trying so hard with the little bit that they know to not cause so many ripples in time that there was nothing that they could go off of. She came here for a very specific reason, and if everything was shifted, then the one thing that she had at her disposal, information, is invalidated. And Jamie tells him everything. There is an organization that started going after supers one by one by one. And the reason I knew about Echo is because they were one of the biggest players in all this. The United Nations of that world, the people who would come together representing every country, wanted to eradicate supers altogether. And we did everything we could to prove why that wasn't an option. The fact that there were still people who were going to hold on to their powers, use them for the sake of horrible oppression to those who didn't have them. Even the people who were trying to eradicate the world of supers kept powers themselves to make themselves stronger. And the reason why I fought so hard for you all is because you're the team I lost. The first one to go was Sam, and I never want to see that happen to him again. And seeing how it broke you, you did everything in your power to stop it, but we lost Fantasia and Leah one by one, and the only person left was you fighting a battle basically on your own because I didn't know enough to help you. I tried. I really tried. But Echo got too strong, and after your powers were taken, trying to go into a fight like that was reckless. The reason why I stopped you that day is because you were the one who told me when I almost killed myself trying to save you that you can't get in over your head. And I was able to get back here because we found something that amplifies powers. I can only go place to place in a single timeline, but with that, I was able to transfer. And I would rather try and save a timeline where you all still exist and there's still hope than one that is already so far gone that there's no way to save it. I'm sorry that I didn't come completely clean, but You were the one who warned me and said if you get involved in time, you have to lay as low as possible because otherwise things will get fucked. And now things are fucked. In a way, I'm glad you know, but now I basically have nothing to give you all. So I'm sorry I didn't do a better job with my subtlety. You want proof? Here. And Jamie unlocks the phone and tosses it to Ethan. And you see, do you look?
Yeah, he'll catch it. And then, yeah, he'll look at the phone.
She's opened up a photo album. And the title of it is just called Why I Did. And you see a picture of an extremely young, like 8-9-year-old kid that has bright white curly hair and completely different colored eyes, looks albino with white eyelashes, and you're doing her hair and basically putting it up in a little mohawk, and a picture of 2 matching costumes, and a guy who at first is really bad at actually getting in the photo, but after a few more swipes you see it's an older version of you. And all these pictures of Jamie growing up. You see a picture of a much older Leah sparring against a younger Jamie and teaching her how to fight. You see Fantasia and Jamie getting ready in the bathroom together, Fantasia teaching her how to do makeup and them singing into basically like combs at the top of their lungs in like a bathroom concert. And you see a huge thing of pizza that's just is a million different toppings. You see you going to visit Sam's grave and taking Jamie along with you. There aren't many pictures of Jamie and Sam together. And the wallpaper on the phone is just you putting your hands on young Jamie's shoulders as like 16-year-old, so maybe a year or two ago for her, Jamie holding up a trophy and you like lifting her up in excitement.
You can see he's visibly shaking right now. And just like you see one tear has just traveled down the side of his face, and one has come down like his nose.
When you first moved in here, you broke that door. Your apartment, you got so shaken up one day that you literally shattered it and blew it off the hinges. You love powdered donuts. You think that giving people a home who really deserve it is one of the most important things because you didn't have one. And that's what you gave me. Say something? Oh, and a villain called the Empress is the one who did the final blow. I didn't answer that properly.
He's going to walk back over to the table slowly, set the phone down in front of Jamie.
Takes it back and puts it in pocket and just sits for a long while in the, oh God, what are they gonna say? Anxiety. And just there's a panel of just a line art Jamie with the black background and just the thump, 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 thump of the heart.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
You have nothing to apologize for. It was intentional. Are
He's gonna
you
look at Jamie and then look at Sam.
here? I wanna I feel like you guys are owed this. And Jamie's gonna take Leah, would you say there's like a chalkboard wall or whiteboard wall or something somewhere?
We have a whiteboard.
Perfect. So Jamie, now that they've had the brain blast and the memories of exactly who Echo is, exactly who everyone is that fits into this old puzzle that may not exist anymore, but the version that Jamie knows, like she starts writing out all these different names in the this is an insanity wall of pictures and newspaper articles and names and how people connect to each other, just puts out that whole chart of here is the sequence of events as I know it, and also draws a line to here's where I dropped in and what I needed to stop, and it's like just before Sam dies.
um, wait, let me check. I'm still
We're
getting.
gonna cut over. We're gonna cut away.
Yeah.
As we have the panel of that big, crazy, like almost like conspiracy board strings connecting, and we're gonna cut back to the mall. We have some hot girl shit going on. As you are in the middle of this fashion montage, Fantasia, you get kind of like you have right that kind of like psychic phenomena. You get what is essentially like the psychic equivalent of like a video call coming. Definitely, I would say that you're familiar enough with this reading that this is like I imagine that Fantasia's people don't have like parents in the stricter sense, more so like almost like more just
caretakers kind of thing.
Yeah,
She's
like a
mentioned she has a
mentor.
mom and a dad, I think, or like a
Yeah,
mom. But
which
like
the best
it
way
would
to
be
explain
different.
it.
Yeah.
But like this is like your equivalent of a mom or dad, like reaching out towards. You don't have to accept, but they haven't done this since you left.
I think Fantasia actually kind of like goes a little like blank faced, and like her eyes that are kind of like already white just kind of go a little glassy. And she'll accept it.
Yep. So yeah, but I imagine Fantasia was just like just walked out.
A little cell phone tower comes out of her ear or something.
Yeah, like just walked out in an outfit, and you were like just complimenting it, and then just freezes.
Yeah.
She.
You.
Oh.
She might be disassociating for a second. Sometimes just it can be overwhelming. A mall can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, we can use this as an excuse to like show me some of your favorite things here.
Yeah. Well, hey, So God, I don't. I'm not. I don't know who all is in your group, but I have. I'm super. You're super, right? Like, cause you're part of. And right,
What?
like you have your the lilac and the um. So like you got experience with like being uh, different,
Are you trying to ask if I have superpowers?
right?
GM, I have a question.
Yeah.
Just a silly little question.
Yeah.
How well known is it that my family has superpowers? Like, is it on a last name level like that?
So my understanding is the personas are famous, um, and the like lilac last name is not associated with those. The lilac family is just also famous.
Okay, I had to make sure this wasn't like. Okay. Um, I mean, like, we're just like. My family's just involved with like government work. It's not a big deal. We just. It's boring, really.
Oh my god. Oh. Please don't tell anyone that I said I was kidding. Not. I don't have the power. Please.
If I
please.
was, would you have ratted me out?
No. I'm like. No. No. No way. No. No.
Wait for me to BS check that.
You can pierce the mask.
Beautiful. Let me try.
Go ahead and roll mundane.
Relationships ended before it's even begun.
I rolled boxcars. Nothing else I do matters here.
All right. Ask.
Leah's rolls are back.
Ask me 3 questions.
With
Or snake eyes,
or
not
snake
box
eyes. My
cars.
bad. My bad. I'm
Oh.
so bad at. I'm so bad at winning. I don't know how to
Oh.
lose.
That's very different. There.
Sorry. That's why I look so defeated. I apologize. If I said with enough confidence, though, I could have gotten away with that.
You could
Good
have.
to know. Good to know.
I
won't use
trust
that.
y'all implicitly.
Oh gosh, disgusting.
Get experience.
It's almost time to level up again. Shocker. Anyway.
Yeah. You can't say. This person there are one of two worlds. This girl is got nothing beneath this like very timid, very frightened persona, or this is someone who is the best liar you've ever encountered and is probably extremely dangerous if that's the case.
Okay. Well, I hope you didn't just assume, but
I'm so sorry. I thought I had like pieced some. I don't.
I'm gonna just give you a word of advice. Don't
said
just like say stuff like that.
Yep. You know,
It could be really dangerous.
Your friend is take influence over her with that. That was a line and a half.
And I mean to make it sound threatening, but sure. Oops.
Your friend's not doing well. I should, and you know, I have to work tomorrow too. I should probably go.
I mean, I'll see you at school. I'll see you at
Yeah.
the club.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah. No, I plan on showing up. But attendance isn't perfect, but I'll do what I can.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Cool.
But it was nice to hang out.
Totally. Yeah. Totally. And she just picks up her notebook and beats feet. And then so you're just kind of sitting there alone in this like changing room area with a frozen Fantasia.
Jamie didn't say anything when she teleported, right? I just sort of lean against the door Jamie's in and like knock. Yo, you good in there?
Yeah, it just like creaks open. It wasn't locked. Jamie didn't even like lock the door yet.
Okay, so Jamie's gone. Let me just, and I pull out my phone and like text, Jamie, where you at?
As drawing on the board, get that message and text back at Sanctuary with Ethan and Sam. See you later. We'll talk then.
What does that mean? What is?
Good luck with Rachel.
Cool. I'll see you then.
Sorry that I was still eating chip, JB.
Okay, like, what's that? What does that mean? Fantasia, you could.
We're gonna cut. So yeah, Fantasia. I'm just imagining just kind of like almost like a like starry expanse kind of realm when you speak. Now this is not these beings do not communicate with verbal language. This is a like psychic, much more like deep communication. But we have to role play this out. So we're going to just translate it for
It's all vibes. It's just all
for
vibes.
the comic book's sake. Hey, honey, how's it going?
Oh my god, she's got a Minnesota accent. Wow. Hi, it's been a really long time. It's very good. We're at the mall.
Well, I don't know what that is, but that sounds so fun for you. I wasn't. It was a little surprising when you decided to go down there for your journey, but so you're having a good time then.
Yeah. I'm sorry for not telling you, but I had a good feeling that now was the time to go, you know?
Well, I mean, we certainly, when we combined consciousnesses and split part of ourselves off and created the seed that would grow into you, we knew that there's no such thing as control. You're your own being, no matter how much of us and you are. So we understand that you gotta do it, but are you know you're staying safe?
No, I've been in a lot of big fights. And a lot of people nearly died, and I think some people really did die. But it's okay. Good. I got a lot of superpowers. Um,
Super
and
what now?
super like I can do like with my brain and
Yeah, everyone can do that.
oh
Right?
well that I could do other thing, turn myself into things, and people something like that. And I have friends, and one of them has a mom, and
Well, a mom, is that some kind of pet or something? I don't.
no, she's kind of like you, but
Oh,
different.
Okay, so wait, only one of them? Where'd the rest of them come from then? They just kind of, do they just grow out of the ground over there?
I have no idea.
Well, that's fair. Hey, I also need to make sure real quick. You haven't done anything to like take over the planet or anything, right? You've left the native kind of you know primitive society intact, right?
No, but that is a very good idea.
No, please don't. It'd be a whole headache over here. Be a lot of people we'd have to talk to. So just keep up that train though. Let you know interference. It could get a whole. There's a lot of different interests out there.
Bad things may be happening soon, so I may have to stop them.
All right, sure. I mean, what do you mean bad things might happen? Is this place unsafe here? Are you telling what is? Oh, is this another cataclysm planet? I can't keep them all straight,
You know, probably, but it's okay. Just I got the situation under control. And
Oh, I remember. To be fair, one part of me did also go to a doomed planet for my journey, and it was a really good experience. So I understand if you're going, although then I thought that for sure that planet had quite a few more years to go before all the planet just kind of gone.
might be changing. One of my friends said something about a time loop, and that seemed kind of suspicious. Oh, and there's like this goo stuff that superheroes get infected with, and it like makes them plop. And I think it's bad, but I'm fixing it.
Well, I sure am missing a whole lot of context for that, but you can do anything you set your mind to. We know that. So if you're fixing some kind of goo for these doomed people growing out of the ground, then you know what? We're so proud of you and so excited to have you back when you're done with your journey.
Yeah, maybe they can come over sometime. Also, they have pizza, which is really fun.
Oh, you know, if they can make it out here, I thought they usually when you journey, you don't go someplace that actually knows how to journey the stars. Do they know? Could they get here? Because otherwise, there's a
Figure
whole.
that out.
Because Honey Bunch. I mean, we're here to support your choices. But if they can actually interstellarly travel, then there's going to be a whole extra headache because that's there's a lot of there's a lot of extra regulations and rigmarole with that kind of a tier of society. you know.
Oh, if things get bad, I still have my emergency panic button. So
Okay, that's
I
good.
haven't I haven't used that yet.
Okay. And you sure you're getting enough lift?
Oh, y'all didn't read the Outsider playbook? Oh.
You're getting enough lithium, right?
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. And you're remembering to regrow those organs every day.
Yeah, I forget, but I eventually remember.
Okay. I just it's important. I know it's I know it's annoying and all that, but okay. I'm so proud of you. We all are, and I hope that you have a good time. Just again, if okay, you know, I don't want to take up all of the time. I don't want to cramp on your style and be all poke my big old phalange down in your journey. So, feel free if they are capable of true interstellar travel, then let me know because then there's actually a lot of different things that we need to check up on that we know of. So, and you probably would need to come home, okay?
I'll do that. I'll call you in a couple months.
You're already using their language. That's so fun. Yeah, call me when your resonance is all when your resonance is towards us.
Okay, I will. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go shopping now.
All right,
I
have
have
fun.
parachute pants.
Oh, all right, have fun doing whatever you need to have. Whatever parachuting is, have fun with the pants.
Don't know. Okay. And then she just hangs up. She doesn't. They don't.
Yeah.
Little shake. My mom says the planet is doomed.
What?
Oh, my mom called.
Okay. Cool. How'd it go? Was doomed the only thing she said?
She told me to, do my body things every day, and oh, she said that y'all can come home to stay the night, but you have to go to church with us on Sunday.
I don't know how to get to space. I don't know what planet you're from. I don't know where you're from in space. I don't think you've ever pointed out a star map to show me. Are you from the Milky Way?
Oh,
I knew that was a solid 50-50, and I'm still not. Anyway, so Jamie left. Is apparently with Sam and Ethan talking about something. What's her name? GM, what's her name?
Virginia.
Virginia, okay.
Virginia, yeah.
Uh,
She was have fun with Rachel or something.
yeah, the Rachel threw me off. The Rachel felt petty in a way that
It was a little petty.
No, I was talking to Rachel earlier. That was a
Rachel is
mistake.
I thought.
No, it's
I
sticky.
thought Jamie had energy. It was like, yeah, go talk to Rachel or whatever. And I was like,
Have fun with
what did I
Becky.
do?
No, that was Narissa forgetting. Can we please retcon that Jamie said Virginia?
Okay, no, you're fine. You're fine.
You would know.
Yeah. So, yeah, but Virginia also left.
Oh.
So, any other stores you want to hit? There's one I kind of want to check out.
Where do you want to go?
I want to look at. All right, I lean in. I'd like to look at dresses, but I don't want to ruin my cred.
Your secret safe with me.
Is that cool? Can we
Yeah.
find it? Perfect. Cool.
Is it for Umbra?
What?
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 What? Why would you ask that?
No reason.
Does Jamie like me?
Not technically.
I'm gonna take the insecure condition. That's not
Incredible.
a joke.
Yeah.
Cool. I still wanted to find that dress for me, so let's go, I guess.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go. So, where are we going? To a prom dress shop kind of thing? Are we just going to a department store? Where are we dress shopping here?
Local
What's
Dillard's.
I think somewhere with a variety. So I don't think Leah's never worn a dress, and I don't think Leah knows what style. So I think somewhere with a variety, so she could just fill a small basket with 7 different dresses.
Mm-hmm. Incredible.
Strolling until we find a good window.
Totally. Yeah. You are just the concept of Leah, who has never worn a dress, and Fantasia, who just now has learned the concept of a dress, dress shopping. I just need to just revel in that for just a second.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
This is a nice breeze.
Fantasia, can I ask you a favor?
Yes.
Can you like judge these and see if they look okay? I don't know if I'm like okay. And then like I think Leah comes on like a couple of we get the walking on sunshine like montage, and there's some that are like way too poofy and like that feel like we like really tight, especially on her arms.
Mm-hmm.
And she just like looks like a little stiff. And then I think we get a few more that are kind of like casual with like a decent like decent room to breathe on the arms, and like they do kind of flare out a bit, and she actually like does a spin. So like, how about this one? It is like solid black.
Fantasia puts up her hands and they will form into solid 7 shapes.
Oh, okay. So 7. Do you have like a perfect score?
Well, yes, a perfect score would be a 10, right?
Yeah,
Yes. I know some things.
I know. And then like I find a few other ones. I think there are like some like more like one with like a long slit in the leg, but like more uh like sort of one that she can put like leggings underneath. This one feels like I could like kick a person in while wearing. Is that like good?
You know, we get into a lot of trouble, so although I have seen in a movie where the dress like rips all the way up and they just kick, you know.
Oh, like I mean, I try on one more that like looks like it could just like dramatically have a battle, like get battle ripped. Like oh, so like that's like 3. Does that work?
Yeah,
And
but
like
get it in the red.
okay,
What's-
okay.
What's the like most out there one? Like the one that like is just on the edge of Leah's comfort level. Like, what do you think it looks like that she's trying?
I think it's the ones with like any sort of flared skirt. She like she's never dressed feminine a day in her life. She's still deeply insecure about doing that. So these are all a big risk for her.
So as you come out in like one of the like most big and flare ones, like the what like when you're like kind of like you know about as Fantasia gives an opinion, you both hear from behind Fantasia a little bit off to the side. Yeah, wow, that is really something else. As Sky Velour, head of the cheerleading team, comes around with like a couple dresses slung over her shoulder. Oh my, okay, that's a good color on you, but I think I actually might have a few ideas if you would like a couple tips.
Tips.
Sure.
Oh my God, okay. Like, and we'll like put a hand out. Come on.
Sure. I don't take the hand, but I like arms crossed follow.
And we'll like sweep through this door and like basically like compliments and like gives you some like genuinely good style and fashion advice. Maybe not for like what you want, right? This is more from someone else's perspective. But like basically in between her opinion and what her view on fashion, there are like some genuinely helpful tips and like things to consider. But like you end up with a solid like 8 more dresses that she has like picked out, and like just think, let's try them out, right?
Sure. Thanks for the help.
Yeah, totally.
And like she goes and a little awkwardly goes and tries them on.
This guy will walk over to you, Fantasia. It's so cool to see you. It's been too long. How are you?
My gosh, I'm really good. We're picking out dresses.
So exciting. This is one of my favorite things to do.
Mine too. Oh my gosh, this is my first time, but it is absolutely my favorite now.
Oh my gosh, that cannot stand. We are gonna, I know the best places in the city, hands down. Don't worry. We will, we will be, you don't even know. You don't even know.
Okay, but we cannot go today because Leah does not like you.
Oh my gosh. Why would you say that?
But it is the truth.
Oh, why do you think so? I'm just trying to be, I'm not trying to, am I coming on too
Why?
strong?
I just know these things.
Oh, okay. Well, I know, are you too?
She has hate pheromones coming off of her.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Like hate?
Yes. You have jealousy pheromones coming off of you.
I mean, you do look really nice in that dress.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, it seemed like you and her are pretty close. Yeah.
Yes, she is my best friend.
God, that's so cute. That's so wonderful. Do you think you could talk to her? Because, like, we're friends, right?
Yes.
And you two are friends. I just want to be friends. I don't know what I did. If
Oh,
I
do you
can
like her?
apologize for something.
Do you
I mean, I don't know her that well.
like her?
No.
I will consider it.
That'd be so great. I'm so excited to see you more in practice too. We're coming up to first, first big contest.
No, I will be there. I will not miss it.
Oh,
I am almost
so-
never late.
And that's one of the many things that you do so well.
Are you flirting with me?
I could be.
Okay.
Okay.
She's
Well,
she's so weird. I'm
Um,
so uncomfortable.
and we'll just kind of give you like a small kind of like almost like a more of a smirk smile. Say, well, I gotta get headed out, but this was nice. Looking
Okay.
forward to our next dress shopping trip. All right.
Okay.
Okay. And we'll start walking away.
Did you hear any of that?
How quiet was Fantasia being?
Not at all.
I'm gonna say that you heard Fantasia's half of this conversation.
You don't need to tell people. It's not that I don't like. I just don't. All right, we gotta talk subtlety. Should we go check on everyone else? Cause like, I don't know if it's the anxiety spiking or what, but like, I don't like that Jamie just sort of left in the middle of hanging out. Also, like, can
It's
I tell
very
you a
weird.
secret about Jamie?
Yes.
All right, so don't tell Jamie, but I do have a little bit of a crush on them. I'm like trying to keep it low key.
Oh, Jamie has a crush on you.
You just said.
Well, they said that they had a crush on you before, but they still do, but they don't, but they do. I don't
Okay,
know.
I understand. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay, okay. Whew, one bullet dodged. Anyway, Do you like? We can go get a couple pizzas and then head to the sanctuary if that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. How many do you need today?
2.
Okay. I grabbed 4 pizzas. And then we just head back to the sanctuary, where hopefully things are great and cool.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
So you open the door of the sanctuary to see the whiteboard full of this, like, murder investigation leading to all of these things.
So I need to talk to you all, and then taps Sam on the shoulder to see if he'll boot back up.
The eyes.
Blah.
Boo-doo. Hello.
Hi. I wanted to explain my text message before. So I tried teleporting to help y'all with the fight, but something weird happened and I ended up getting propelled forward through time and then sent back. But I think I have an idea of where we can find the facility that Echo is using to take people's powers. Where like their base, one of their bases may be. And I'll basically explain the vision that happened. Like I break it down piece by piece, and then just say, any questions?
With this new information, since I know it's one of 3 buildings, can I cut that list down to 2 buildings or 1 perhaps?
You're muted.
How dare you?
Why don't you just roll plus superior here?
Oh god. What is my
But-
superior? All of my stats are trash. You've trashed all of my stats. All of them. 8.
All right, you can get rid of one of them. So there's only 2 buildings you think it could be. They're like
that
right
new-
next to each other, so it's hard to.
With that new relevant information, I believe that I have cut down the list of possibilities to 2 locations within the city limits.
Perfect. Do you have any
Perfect would be
addresses?
1, but I understand what you mean.
It's a great narrow down from the list of a ton of them that exist that I had, so thank you.
In addition, while I was getting rid of excess energy and turned myself into electricity, I did in fact see Bomberang and several other people trapped inside. Looks at Fantasia. Crystal Pepsi. I don't know exactly where the location was. Again, I was out of my mind on power overdrive. But one of these 2 locations, we should certainly be able to find Bomberang there.
I think that's a good idea. And depending on how far in the future whatever I saw was, we may find a few other supers there as well. I saw Stone Lady there.
Confirmed. I saw bare minimum 3 more.
You definitely saw it within 4 months because I think my mom said that our planet is doomed.
Can you tell us what that means?
Not if I
That
can
is-
help it.
That is wonderful news. Now we have a time frame.
Doom.
I don't like the idea of everything being doomed. What's...
People just know these things. I don't know them. I don't have access to the information, but they have a lot of file cabinets.
Now that we have 1 of 2 locations, I think we need to move on that as quickly as possible. We need to get those supers out, and we need to destroy that thing that is powering the facility, the thing that's taking people's powers. Clearly, they're just going to keep at it, especially, well, take a look. And Jamie's not sure how to start this conversation and just gestures for Leah and Fantasia and Sam to look at the board.
You guys hear like a small hum that's slowly getting louder.
I mean, Giga has just at the instant you look at the board, you're able to process all of it already.
Understood. Is Ethan like rattling the floor with power?
If anyone looks at Ethan,
let's find out. Why don't you
Okay.
roll plus freak?
Oh, plus freak. Well, bam, that is, let's see, plus freak. Ugh, that is a 6.
Yeah, the
Potential.
whole room is shaking slightly.
Oh.
Well, y'all have completely trashed my freak, but if I think that this may do any type of actual damage, Gigaflop will just like have a finger next to Ethan and be like, just in case you need power siphoned away, let me know.
If anyone's looking at Ethan, you'll notice that his fists look wavy. Like when it's really hot outside and you get that like heat wave kind of fluctuation of stuff, you see that around his hands. And they're in fists right now.
Jamie immediately feels the vibrations and knows what that means. Like, she's been around this for a really long time and goes up and puts a single hand just
He's
on
gonna
your
bat it away.
shoulder.
Yo, Ethan, you good?
No,
Do you want to talk
but I
about
will
it?
be. And he, as at saying, but I will be, he's gonna turn around and leave. And when he grabs the doorknob to twist it, I want to accidentally unleash my power.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So let me roll for that. That's a what is that? Plus freak?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that is going to be a 7.
Okay. What are your current conditions?
Afraid, angry, guilty. I'm sorry. Afraid, guilty, insecure.
Okay. Why don't you take angry?
Yeah.
As you grab the door, and instead of pulling it open, it just kind of disintegrates into splinters of wood, and the like doorknob falls crumpled onto the ground behind you.
I think I'm gonna go follow after Ethan, especially because he broke the door to my damn sanctuary.
Mhm.
Yeah, like just speeding up. Like, yo, you, what's going on?
I'm not gonna let it happen again.
You
I
gotta
refuse.
stop being vague. Talk to me. I like stand in front of
die.
you.
I die in the future trying to save people by someone named the Empress. Wait, Ruby, how much did you tell me about the future? Because did you tell me about
No,
what happened
the
between
conversation we legitimately had
Okay,
is the
perfect.
conversation we had. Now,
Perfect.
Jamie has drawn out a lot on the board, but the reason for that is because Jamie doesn't know how to handle all of this and was going to say, read that, let me know what questions you have, and then answer the gaps as people asked for them. But the things that I said in real time are basically what Jamie has been able to get out so far. And then you probably saw bullet points of Empress rises to power, and then you see a bullet point relatively close to that saying Fantasia and Leah taken from team. It doesn't say how they were taken from team, but it says taken from team.
Perfect.
Okay, so
I am murdered by the Empress. And not only does she kill me, she kills Sam and she takes you and Fantasia. I am not going to let that happen.
Then why don't we do this as a group? You are the strongest
Because the
person on
first
this
time
team.
it didn't work. And like another kind
Now
of
we know.
shockwave
Now
of
we
his
know.
power goes out.
Why don't we get... We don't even need all the facts. Just enough facts to know. Do we know where we're going? Do we have do you have a place?
He's going to turn his back to her. I'm going to get stronger. And I want to overcharge.
Yep, so go ahead.
Or I'm sorry, roll for burn.
Yeah, roll plus your conditions. So hey, all those conditions you have, what a great thing.
Woo! Oh God, yeah. So
Great.
yeah. Because that's an 8 plus my conditions. So,
Yeah, you have 3 burn, no downside.
I would like
what flare do you want to do?
Oh, let's see. I would like to do 2 things.
Okay.
Okay. I want to do a mix of overcharge and reality storm.
Okay. To do what?
What he's doing is when he says that, he just like talking to Leia and thinking about how he was the last one. He was in his mind the anchor, the reason that all he could have saved everyone. And then thinking about everything that's happened to him so far with his powers, he just he knows he can't outrun Leia. So what he does is he just he sits there, he sits completely still for a second, but the ground around him just starts shaking more and more and more. And he once he says to get stronger, he squats slightly and then just launches himself as far as he can across the city, destroying whatever he destroys behind him. Because overcharge, you channel the full capacity of your incredible powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses. And then reality storm, you channel a destructive burst of with your powers. You spend a burn to engage a threat using your powers. Blah blah blah. If you do, you will cause unwanted collateral damage unless you spend another burn. So I am causing all sorts of collateral damage because my last burn was used to do reality storm. So
Yep. So what I'm gonna need.
So do I need to roll?
No. You just get a 10 plus with your flare. So what I'm gonna need is for Leah to roll for never give up, never surrender.
I had a feeling. Oh, you hit me, huh? That's a 7.
Okay. So mark a condition. But you are fine. And then
angry.
Love it. And then could you also just roll to take a powerful blow? But this isn't for you. Just no modifiers.
All right, modifier is the only way I even break even. Like I said, modifier is the only way I break even. I got a 3.
That's good for taking a powerful blow.
Oh, true.
So the sanctuary isn't going to collapse on the rest of the party.
Oh, great.
The party almost died. I wonder how that happened.
The front of it is cracked and broken as they're essentially out of like a rail rifle just is flung impossibly fast, faster than even your super enhanced eyesight can track. Ethan is gone, and there's just this massive crater, probably takes up. Luckily, the sanctuary is not in the middle of town. It's on the edge of a cliff, right? But you can see large sections of the side of the island that this city is built on, falling down. This is large sections of island are gone, as this massive crater is now there. You all, it's impossible to miss this. The rest of you. What y'all doing?
No. Gigaflop turns and looks at Umbra and says, "The conversation went well, I take it?"
Yeah, as you can tell, not exactly. Wait. And then looks down. It's the shot of wanting to ask, do you know? I haven't told you yet. Sees, remembers that he processed the information on the whiteboard instantly, looks at their notepad, sees all the different quotes of future, future, future.
I think we figured it out.
Yeah, well,
If you would like, I can remove that information from my hard drive.
no, at this point, I think it's more important that you keep it. And I'll explain all of this later. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Leah, Fantasia, I'm from the future. There you go. There's the...
Cool. I figured, I guess, who's the Empress?
As Leah walks in with rubble and dust and like looking like they just got hit by a jet engine right in front of them.
Look, I know I haven't been completely transparent with you all, and I'm truly sorry for that. I promise from now on, any questions you have about the future, I will explain later. But right now, the priority needs to be getting Ethan back. The reason why our team fell in the first place and why the world fell is because we couldn't keep it together. We were constantly acting on our own. We weren't working as a unified team. A bunch of us had different ideas of what that future could look like, but I know we can fix it. But in order to do that, the four of us, because I'm included in that. It's a lot today. The four of us need to go and get Ethan. Can you trust me on this?
Okay, I am going to use my Doom track to teleport into a scene with Ethan.
Okay.
Of course, this motherfucker will. Of
So-
course, he will.
Mark your Doom track to appear in a scene with anyone you want.
You're welcome, JP.
So we're
And
gonna.
that fills my Doom track. Let me check these off. Take another Doom sign here.
So we're gonna.
We did.
We're gonna cut away to Ethan. So the panel is we see the breaking the sound barrier streak that is Ethan. And then we go to your perspective, and you're not flying through the sky. You're not above Sanctum City. You're a small child in your childhood bedroom. What does it look like?
Man, so this would have to be like
Mm-hmm.
baby, like
Mhm.
infant, because
Mhm.
ooh, so he's lying in bed in his crib, and he's just kind of gurgling. And what time of day is it?
Bright and early morning.
Right now, okay, so yeah, he's gurgling and making adorable baby sounds, and it's just it's a cute little room. The room is painted blue. There's a bunch of like random toys all over the place. There's like clouds painted on the ceiling. There's a little mobile above his crib spinning, and there's like a bookshelf. Like they went all out to make this baby room ready before he came. So he starts murmuring and everything, and you see the lights kind of in a off to the side. You see a light going off, which is the baby monitor flashing as he's making noise. And then you see the door open slowly, and you see a woman standing at the door, dark skin, long curly hair. She's just average body type, nothing. She's not swole, she's not fat. She's just normal, average. And she opens the door and looks at him and smiles and comes over and picks him up and just cradles him, kisses him on the forehead. He reaches up and like grabs her nose, and she starts humming to him as she's rocking him back and forth, and then starts to walk towards the kitchen.
And as also this woman, as Ethan's mother, biological mother, walks up, we also get like almost like a graphical glitch, like in a video game, where this woman is just in like her post having given birth, comfortable clothes, and then in the same gear that all these agents had been in from that little scene that just me and the audience got to see at the end of one of those episodes. This woman in a command truck ordering around these agents. And we just see this double panel wide shot of her with this graphical glitch wearing this like heavy tactical gear and the headset as the walls and the ceiling and the floor of this home begin to crack. And we'll end that episode right there. That'll be it for this episode of The Unremarkables.
Holy shit, y'all!
So many feels. So
So
many
many
feels. in this
feels.
episode.
A nice
Amazing
little
episode.
crowded romp through a mall.
Yeah.
You gotta get the mall scene in.
I want to say, every time that I have set up a more relaxed episode, y'all have made it more dramatic than my stressful episodes.
You're
See,
welcome.
but it would be so much worse if
And
Fantasia
yes, thank
didn't
you.
exist in this world because
Oh, yeah.
he's the only character that has no drama.
My
She's
God.
like, okay,
My
everything's
good.
cool. It's fine. If the world ends,
If
that's okay.
Fantasia didn't exist, it'd be a fucking Sin City goddamn show. That'd be it.
Woo! Incredible. Wow.
So Rob, can I get rid of Insecure since
Yeah,
I
sure.
flung myself violently through the air and have no plan on landing?
Love that for you. And you know what else I love? To hear about you and where we can find you before now, in between these episodes, Big Bees. Who are you? Where are you?
Well, hello everyone. I'm Big Bees. You can follow me on Twitter at BigBees_ or my Twitch channel at Big_Bees, where we're playing through the Darksider series. It's fun. You will this week you can catch me tomorrow on Tales of the Tavern on Gamer Mom Luna's channel. And you will starting in 2 weeks almost. Starting on the 15th of February, I will be on the One Shot Network's Twitch channel, 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. EST, doing the Ironetta Reforged Bubble campaign. So that's going to be interesting. Oh, and before I forget, I am now, finally, after thousands of years, taking not applications, like hit me up if you want to play in the Pokemon One Shot or Two Shot technically now, because after going through JB's notes and looking at the thing, I'm like, no, this is a two shot. So yeah, please hit me up, and if you want to play, I'm going to do multiple runs of it. So if you're not in the first group, you're definitely going to get a spot. And that's it for me.
Incredible. Thank you so much. And honestly, writing a one-shot that actually is just a one-shot and doesn't spill over into multiple sessions is probably one of the hardest things, I'm going to say, to do.
Whenever I do it for like charity games, I do 2 sentences. I'm like, well, there's something in the well, and it takes 3 hours.
That's too much. Sometimes that's still too much. Oh my God. And moving onwards to our wonderful Envy Dare. Where can we find you? What are you doing? Where can we see you?
Hi, everyone. I'm having a great time. Hi, I'm Dare, pronoun she, they. You can find me on all corners of the internet currently at NBDare, ENBYDARE, but don't get attached to that name because it's changing relatively soon. Also, my birthday is in like a week and some change. So check me out on the internet. Throw me money. I'm gonna buy like 7-inch platform boots because that's what I'm doing nowadays with my life. So yeah, check me out on the interwebs. Uh, please check out Transplanter RPG. It is a wonderful, wonderful little show I'm a part of. An all trans POC led D&D campaign that is completely homebrew in a non-colonialist, non-orientalist world, GM'd by the impeccable Connie Chong. Please check that out. It's great. Yeah, I think that's plugs. Coffee, grindingcoffee.co, Dare, 10% off. Yeah, that's it. My brain is gone today. I have too many thoughts.
Head empty. Let's go. Thank you so much. And yes, Transplanter, incredible. I'm so glad you introduced me to them because I'm enjoying trying to catch up.
Watches y'all show.
Huh?
Sir. Is that good?
Yeah.
And if you don't want to watch it, check out the podcast as well. Available on all of your podcast platforms.
Incredible. A professional. Moving on to someone else you should be watching. Ruby Hart.
Hi everyone. So, as you saw, I played the drama-filled Umbra, who now, as it has been revealed, is the adoptive kid of Ethan from the future, trying to save the team. Outside of playing Umbra or gender fluid shadowfuck, my name is Ruby. I use they, she, occasionally he as a treat pronouns. I am the Thempress of the Crystal Crew. I am an actor and a speedrunner. And one thing that actually I have coming up that I'm really, really excited about. So if you want to watch me on Twitch, you're more than welcome to. Usually I do a mix of Let's Plays and speedrunning. I speedrun several games, Shadow of the Colossus, Last Guardian, Untitled Goose Game. I'm adding Hades to that list and Journey to that list pretty soon. But the main game I speedrun is Shadow of the Colossus, and as of a few weeks ago, I found out that I was accepted to one of the biggest speedrun marathons in the world, ESA, European Speedrun Assembly. So and thanks to yesterday, we actually raised the full donation goal for me to actually get over there. So I can now afford the cost of the plane tickets and the train. So if you want to see me run at ESA, which I'm so honored and so thrilled to be a part of it, my run is going to be not only in person in Malmo, Sweden. So if you're in that area and want to come in person, definitely do so. Feel free to check out the COVID regulations that they're using. But if you want to watch it from home or you're someone from the US, things like that, they will be live broadcasting it on the ESA Marathon channel. And my run is on Valentine's Day at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 8 p.m. Central European Time. So yeah, that's me. I'm doing a lot of that stuff. Yeah.
Love all the successes going on in this group of wonderful people. Please, Adelaide, regale us about all the wonderful things you're doing.
I'm in very few things right now. I'm in this show, yes. I just accepted a permanent position as a cast member in a 5e 1940s noir campaign called A Sinner's Dream, and that's on the -2 Charisma channel. And then I have Fae Forge Academy, as always, which comes in every Friday. And I am also now the social media manager of esports. So if you like esports news, I run that channel over at esports on Twitter. Not on Twitch, but on Twitch.
Yeah, you're not doing that much. Yeah,
that's my new job. I'm back. I used to work for ESL for many, many years, and I love esports. So it's nice to get back into that realm. So
that's amazing, Adelaide. Hell yeah!
Thank you. I'm really excited. It's a really fun job. It's a super fun job.
Wow, incredible. And last but certainly not least, JB, drop the die.
Hey everybody, I'm JB, better known as Drop the Die on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all those good places. I primarily write, design, and do layout for tabletop games, including 28 bestsellers you can find on the DM's Guild. So that's a great place to support me. Also, 2022 is the year that I stopped taking on so many freelance projects. So if you would like to save a little bit of money, Places like Found Familiar, Friday Tea, Absolute Tabletop, Settling Geek, Die Hard Dice, 1985 Games, 1,000 other places. Just go ahead and type in Drop the Die and see if it saves you a little bit of money. I even have Amazon links, so like just come let me know, right? So that I can stop having to do 500-page books in the 30-day turnaround. It would be great. It would be wonderful. Currently, you can find me here, but I do have some live streams coming up in the next couple of months, particularly one that's going to be set in space with the system Orbital Blues. Very excited about Cowboy Bebop kind of vibes. We're going to be doing it fast and loose and trying to explore the galaxy specifically for cuisine at some points, which is going to be pretty cool. Past that, come and find me on Twitter. It'd be great to have you there. I'm on my way to 15K, and I'm hoping to get there before my birthday, which would be the greats on the 15th of May. So I'm hoping 15 by 15. So come be a part of it. Hello.
Incredible. Thank you so much. I'd like to have all of y'all here in the cast. I'm Robbie Rowling. You can find me as such on Twitter technically, but if you want to know where I am going to be and what I'm up to, just join the RFKS Discord, because it's really one of the only places that I am active, because social media stresses me out a lot. So if you want to see me, you can of course find me here running this game, and as a very delighted cast member in our Aether Steamer Scam Wraith every Thursday. We also, of course, have the Delinquents every Friday as well. Our second, more piratey, more anarchist. Wraith is a little more exploration, head empty. The other one is burn it all down and be pirates. So both the flavors of TTRPG campaigns, head empty and burn it down. So come join us for those. We'll have more and more stuff coming on the channel. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming down the pipeline, and excited as always to have y'all here. If you were here for 10 minutes or you've been here since we opened up, it's a true delight. I hope you are enjoying the experiences half as much as we are. That's all that matters. So thank you all so much. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and just stay wonderful, because you already are.